Greetings from Grand Forks. Hey, I just wanted to get on and talk about another product today. Shocker, I know. Okay, I've been kind of on this rant where I've been reviewing things that I already use, digging deeper into those ingredients to find out why they're working, what's making them work. But today I'm veering from that. Today I'm talking about a product that I don't personally use. However, there are a lot of people on my team that use it and are having great success with it. And that's why it started to fascinate me more, okay? So we're talking about pain today. We're talking about chronic inflammation. Pain, chronic inflammation and pain, okay? So we're starting with a story. Once upon a time, there was a tribe of indigenous Polynesians that lived off the coast of New Zealand. Okay, so this tribe, native to the area, of course, lived off the land, fished. Okay, they're on the coast, but instead of going out into the deep waters, they fished right along the shore there, and a staple in their diet became the New Zealand green-lipped mussel. Okay, so that was a real staple in these people's diets. Okay, so then the English come in and invade, and they're like, yeah, we're taking over this island. This is a pretty nice looking island. Doctors on that ship noticed when they came off, and they're looking at these people. No matter what their age is, they didn't struggle from arthritis. They didn't struggle from the diseases that we generally struggle with as we age, right? Arthritis, we wear and tear in our bodies, and it shows. These people did not have that. So like I said, the English came in, took over this island. They moved this tribe inland. About 5 years later, those doctors went to visit these folks and see how they were doing, and they are struggling with arthritis. So they figured that this had to do with this mussel, right? This was the only thing they could figure out. So lo and behold, they extract lipronol. That's the ingredient out of this mussel that was keeping these people from having the breakdown in our bodies that contributes like that, the inflammation, okay? Pretty fascinating, right? And I hope I can say they lived happily ever after. I have no idea. But for all practical purposes, that's what we're saying today. And they lived happily ever after. All right, so now let's talk about, again, pain and inflammation, okay? So here's a pretty shocking statistic. 20.4% of Americans struggle with that chronic pain. Not just like you bang your finger, you know, whatever, slam it in the car or whatever, right? Little things that are gonna cause us pain, but they don't last, okay? We get the inflammatory response and our body heals, starts to heal within a couple days, right? But we're talking chronic pain, disabling pain. 50 million Americans, 1 in 5. That is significant. That is scary significant. And I see it every day. I see it at the pharmacy, right? People who intend to be on a short-term narcotic, which is fine, right? Short-term pain med use is fine and it's necessary. But when it becomes a chronic thing, that is when it gets a little bit scary and out of hand. So if you are in that category, let's talk about an alternative. If that's not working for you, this might be something that you want to investigate more on your own, okay? So inflammation, there are 3 sources of inflammation basically, okay? So it comes from the co-oxygenase 2 enzyme system, which creates prostaglandins. Number 1, prostaglandin synthesis is a form of inflammation. We also have leukotrienes that are also formed by an enzyme system in the body, and you think of that more as being related to like asthma, so bronchoconstriction, also rheumatoid arthritis or IBS. That type of inflammation is caused by the leukotrienes. And then we have free radical damage. We've talked about that before. If the free radicals come in, they eat our healthy cells unless we have antioxidants on board that they eat instead. Otherwise, they're going to eat our healthy cells. That's going to create this inflammatory response that we're talking about that we don't want long term, right? Okay, so those are the 3 sources. Now this lipronol, let's talk about the ingredients now of the Ease. We're talking about the Ease today. I had to borrow a bottle. I didn't even have a hard time getting a bottle from somebody. It's a great product. Okay, so the lipronol extract is the ingredient they take from this mussel, and that is what's, you know, the star of the show. We'll call it the star of the show. So listen up now. I need you to listen up here. Okay, so we're told that we need to eat omegas, right? Especially 3s for inflammation. This product in the maintenance dose of 2 a day is going to give you your omegas in the sources of 3, 6, and 9, which is all for inflammation, right? Also, it's a natural source of glucosamine and chondroitin, which we all know is for joint health and cartilage health, plus hyaluronic acid, also for cartilage health. So that's pretty cool, naturally sourced. But wait, there's more. So the more is they also discovered a new form of omegas in this liprinol extract called ETA. Okay, so ecotetranoic acid. There is no other source of this omega other than this muscle. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so the next ingredient, because there's other stuff in here too. So the next thing in here is turmeric. So that'd be our second ingredient. And we all know turmeric is a potent anti-inflammatory from ancient medicine. Okay, this is well known. It's a spice, but it also protects our nervous system specifically from that damage. So you think of Parkinson's or cardiovascular disease, cardiovascular inflammation, Alzheimer's, our immune function, so that type of inflammation, okay? It's a potent antioxidant, which is also important because that's the cause of inflammation we just went over. And it also has a tendency for our blood to clot, okay? So it's gonna reduce that tendency for the blood to clot. That's what I meant. All right, so that's the second ingredient. The third ingredient, bromelain. It's an enzyme. Digestive enzyme to be exact, so a GI enzyme, but its main job is dissolving protein. It's extracted from the pineapple. Pretty cool, huh? And then it's also a potent anti-inflammatory. The third thing, or actually the fourth, other than the liprinol, would be the serrapeptase, and we've talked about serrapeptase before. Here's a fun fact though. This is also an enzyme, but it is the same enzyme that's used by a silkworm. So when they come out of that cocoon that they have to turn into a butterfly, that's the enzyme that's responsible for that. So the bromelain and the serrapeptase are already used in like sports medicine type things. So they work for, you know, deep tissue, scar tissue, things like this. So yeah, that's why they're there. So we've got kind of a variety of things going on, but when we get that going on, that's when we get that synergistic effect between these enzymes, the liprinol and the turmeric, that just makes it work. Plexus does it right, okay? So that is how it works active ingredient wise. Now they also have a cream. I don't have like a container of the cream to show you, but it's just a little pump bottle, okay? So all natural, anti-inflammatories and antioxidants in there. So it's got vitamins, it's got vitamin A, vitamin E, it's got lavender extract, grapefruit extract, bee pollen, cucumber extract, green tea extract. So these are all very familiar things, right? And then we also get into the glucosamine, the chondroitin, it's got aloe vera in there, it's got a carrier so it gets to the part of the skin to penetrate the skin where it needs to be. So that would be sweet almond oil. So these are all not scary chemical things. These are all very natural things. And from what I've been told, it's just a tiny little amount that you need. So you see this small bottle and you're thinking, ooh, that's gonna last me like 2 days. I guess it not. I guess it like lasts a long time because you just need so little and it works super fast, which is pretty cool. So we have the capsules that are working from the inside out and we have the cream that's working from the outside in. So you kind of have that dual thing going. Pretty cool. Okay, so how do we use this? Well, the Ease can replace your Tylenol, it can replace your Advil, ibuprofen, same thing, Motrin, also the same thing, naproxen, replacing those types of things for short-term use, right? So any type of mild discomfort that you have that you need to target inflammation, because again, that is the source of pain, inflammation, okay? So before Sally goes to the orthodontist, right? When they move everything around in the mouth and that hurts. So this would be great for that. Great before you get on a plane so you don't have that discomfort when your ears pop. Simple things like that it can replace in your medicine cabinet. But for those that are struggling with chronic issues, chronic inflammation, it's dosed a little bit differently to start. So they do what they call a loading dose, and I won't get into like the specifics on that, but you start out higher and work your way into a maintenance dose, okay? So that's how that works. And again, you'd want to work with your ambassador on that to target what specifically is going on, okay? And again, if you have a shellfish allergy, this is not for you. It's derived from a shellfish, so it's not for you. I'm sorry, but yeah, you just need to be aware of that. So that is my rundown on that product today. And again, it was pretty fascinating to me, the details on it and just the fun fact stuff, just all of it. So if you have any questions on this, please put them in the comments. I would love to hear a story. If you are somebody who has benefited from this product, I'm all ears. I would love to hear your story. So reach out to me. But again, if you have any questions, reach out to the person that sent you this video, reach out to your ambassador, or put them in the comments and we will get back to you, okay? Thanks so much for listening, guys. Have a great day. And I hope you don't have to take this today, but you know, who knows? Have fun.